Bob. Hope everybody's doing well today because I have a string of things that I have to discuss, and it happened over the course of last night over to this morning. And, there have been a whole lot of stuff that happened, and we're going to get to it. But first things first, we're going to talk about the Godfather AI, and DeAndre Ayton. He's being benched now. Focus point on them two. Let's start with the AI, because this is just getting really out of hand. Now, Godfather AI. Now, for those of you who do not know who the Godfather AI is, it is Jeffrey Hinton. He basically worked out of Google, one of the head people of the Alphabet division of Google, and he basically was, not only him, but he and a few others were, discovered artificial intelligence. That's what short for AI is. Discover artificial intelligence because of the fact that, just trying to, I guess they had good intentions. That's what I would say. Good intentions, but then it's like the more and more you use it, it's kind of like it's trickling down to, okay, this is getting bigger than what it's supposed to be and everything. So this is where this story is going to go to, because he quitted Google because of fears of AI, advancing a bit too rapidly than what it's supposed to be. This is like some futuristic type stuff right now. Some stuff you'll see out of what's that, Terminator, and what's that other show that's on Netflix? Is it Black Mirror? I think something like that. Um, but yeah, it's like some futuristic stuff that's going on, and he didn't want no parts of it. But he, at the same time, he gave off Google a warning, and everybody a warning that, hey, this is advancing a bit too much, and he's not really like up to it. And I'm thinking, I want to think he's trying to do something to counteract it, but I don't think he is. At the same time, he's trying to get out of Dodge, but then I'm thinking he probably got something cooking on the outside to combat AI or whatever. But it's growing too fast. Potentially, he's, letting everybody know potentially that it can take away millions of jobs. And I've just seen that unfold in front of my face a couple of days ago. I seen an article in freaking feed there, a freaking, AI robot putting on lashes on a female. That's going around, then it memorizes what type of lashes you had last time and all stuff. I'm like, come on, man, like seriously. And I don't know, it's going into everything. And just like the super producer Timberland, God no, man, I never thought he would voice his opinion on AI. And I get where he's getting at with that, because he said that he never, like, one of the people that he grew up listening to, I did too, and he never got to work with, was, Notorious B.I.G., Biggie Smalls, you know, and he's saying with AI, he can actually get that, you know, get that presence. Not saying him in wholeheartedly, because you never can get nobody wholeheartedly after they're done passed, but you can get their presence, and that's pretty much what he gotten. I've seen the video. It's probably surfacing around right now, and just type it up, Timberland using, Notorious B.I.G. AI. As soon as you put those in together in a form, I'm pretty sure Google will sniff it out. So yes, I've seen the video. It sounds nice. It's dope. I got it. I get it. And he's saying that it's here to stay. I don't know. I don't want it to be to stay, because it doesn't seem right. And there's do's and don'ts of AI. And just like the guy was just saying a while ago, he was hoping that climate change would take a ride in the back seat, because the AI problems are worse than climate change. I do agree, because for those who you do not know, there was a incident. I think it was two of them, two incidences. One guy was used. One guy was had used. I don't even think they even found the guy, but the guy had used AI to clone a person's voice. They cloned a person's voice. Basically, told a mother or grandmother, told them that, told the family members, I'll be broad about it, but essentially told family members that, hey, I'm in trouble, I'm in a car accident, please send me money or whatever like that. And it was demanding money under the person's voice. And then the thing about it is, the person was like, I didn't call you, I didn't say anything about it and everything. So they confirmed the story and beforehand and stuff, and that's how they end up getting caught up. It happened twice, two different instances. I think one of them actually achieved some money, but the other one was like, okay, let's double check this. We don't want to sit up there and just hand out money and where are you, and stuff like that. So you gotta be alert out here with this AI stuff, because this AI stuff is getting out of hand already. Like, some people use it for the good, but then you got people who use it for worse problems, and that's the issue that I'm guessing that Jeffrey was getting on. That those who use it for wrong problems, for wrong issues, yeah, it's gonna be havoc. It's gonna be havoc all over the world, because it's like you're implementing something that was for something to be good, you're using it for the wrong purposes. So it's a lot of, and then on top of that, AI is very adaptable to any situation. That's the key element. It's very adaptable. If you sit up there and write your scripts, have it programmed right to mimic, that's the key word, mimic, anything that's supposed to be done, or whatever, parameters that's needed. It can copy and mimic anything that you tell it to. And it's like, you can't, I don't mess around with AI stuff. And I use it to get information, but when you start dibbling and dabbling in it and making it so that, well, make this easier, make that, I'm like, bruh, first thing coming to mind for me, what about the person's job that you trying to take away? That's the first thing that comes in mind. Some people not even worrying about that. Some people are actually trying to be like, oh, well, I don't have to pay nobody, to run my business. We get that. But some people are some stuff you can't just sit up there and just can't use an app. Can't use an app to do it all the time. Sometimes, you need the human touch. Human touch always rules over, But yeah, this AI stuff, it's developing. I don't know where he's gonna go at with this, but it's developing. So we're gonna move on from that. And if something pops off, I'll be back with it. Any updates or anything, I'll be back with it. Trust me on that, because that right there, I'm following that. Because that, I might end up doing that. I might end up doing a video on the side for that, probably, most likely. DeAndre Ayton, benched. Wow. Woo. Yeah, he was heated on that game. Reason why he was heated, we don't know why. That's a developing story as well. He was very upset. Rightfully so. I didn't even know he was benched until it came up like this morning. Former #1 pick was benched and was brought in by Jock Landale. And see, it's like apples and oranges with that. Whichever one you prefer, whichever one you prefer better. It's like the least one is chosen. They both good, but the least one was chosen better than the better one. in this case. Former number 1 pick, DeAndre Ayton, he was benched. Brought in replacement for Jock Landon. He's an undrafted 2-year veteran. And yeah, that speaks volumes right there. So I don't know what the ordeal is. I don't know what it is. But I'm sure it'll be, it'll be brought to light pretty soon or whatever. So that is, that's going on. He was very upset. Chris Paul tried to, saw a couple of videos on it. Chris Paul tried to dap him up or whatever like that. He just ignored the teammates or whatever. He was upset. Denied media presence in the post game show, the post show or whatever like that. Usually have like the media to come in and everything. He denied that. He was like royally pissed over that. But as that story develops, I will get the information on that, because that is kind of, a little bit on the crazy side, but not far-fetched from that. We got a lot of NBA fans mad. They thinking the NBA is rigged. So I don't know what your favoritism is about NBA being rigged, but how, let me know about it. But cause this right here, I wouldn't say it's rigged, but it piques my my interest. Reason why, because not only basketball fans are mad, it's kind of like an up and down thing. Game 1, it depends on who's winning the so-called toss-up. The toss-up is like who's winning that game. So in that case, Lakers won that game. So it's like Lakers won, then Golden State won game 2, then possibly this game tonight that comes on, the Lakers might win that one. So it's like, it's up and down, it's back and forth, back and forth. I'm like, okay, cool. So the fans are spreading wild claims. They think it's scripted, and I'm like, that's hard to, even if it is, it's hard to prove. It's hard to prove when things are scripted, because it's like, it makes you question a whole lot of things. Like they saying that it's scripted, like the NFL. Now the whole thing about NFL, I was reading up about that. I was looking at that actually, and there was a couple of calls that should have been called. They weren't called clearly. They weren't gained, or it wasn't anything. It was like sloppy. Then come to find out, NBA is getting the same heat, same smoke. They're clearly missing calls that are clearly, clearly there over excessive doing the whole, play, the penalties and stuff like that. So it's like they doing that. It makes everybody suspect that, okay, yeah, this is falling in the same category as what problems we have with the NFL. And one person pointed out that the smiling and the smiling at certain angles, when, like, for instance, LeBron, it was like a picture of LeBron looking at his coach, and Coach Darvin Ham, looking at him, and LeBron has a serious face on him, looking at him, but it was like at the angle where the I guess it was like a video, but I guess it was a still photo that's on Twitter and everything. So I sat up there and I looked at the picture and I read the comments. They were like saying that one person was saying that, why the hell is Darvin Ham in the picture smiling when they're down, like, down 26 points in the third quarter and everything like that. He's smiling, like like giving that little grin, or that big grin or whatever. And I'm like, yo, like, what's up with this, yo? Like, what is up with this picture? And this picture, I've actually seen the same picture on on the NBA Twitter. You know, it's not nobody photoshopping it or whatever like that. That's the actual NBA Twitter account, and they was like saying that he was down 26 points, but one person was like, why would you smile during a time like that? Like, you really need to be stepping your game up with these players, trying to make sure you get on the up and up. So I don't know. It may be, I don't, that's a touchy situation. It may be, it may not. It just don't know. I just don't know. I really just don't know. You know, but we're going to see how that's going to play out. One person actually went on ahead and called it and said, yep, by the way of him doing that, the Lakers going to win the series. We don't know that. It's too far-fetched for that. But one thing I know is when it comes up to stuff like that, it actually, you kind of wonder if it is, because it's like some of them are back and forth, you know, with stuff like that. And I'm like, maybe not, but I don't know. I just don't know. It's probably, get that out of the way. It's probably because of I don't know. Everybody is so focused on, it's like everybody's so focused on the Golden State and the Lakers so much. So it's like they think everything is like scripted when things are not going their way. So I don't know. I don't know. God, no. That's a touchy situation. I'm just gonna leave that. But if something else develops, I will be on that too. Cause that, wow, like seriously, that's some bold statements from them. But hope everybody stayed safe. Cinco de Mayo, which was yesterday. Unfortunately, there were some people that weren't. A couple of things that came up. Breaking news that just came up. Shooting at a Mississippi restaurant. That was a Cinco de Mayo party yesterday. 4 was injured. 19-year-old had died from that. Same thing once again yesterday into this morning. Iowa State, there was a stabbing. Multiple people were stabbed. 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, seriously, on school campus, on Iowa State campus, like seriously. And they were saying, the information I got in that from, they said that there was a stabbing not too long ago in California on a hiking trail. You know, it's like it's too much stuff going on. Like I don't get why. They caught the guy that did the stabbing in California. They caught him. You know, God, they caught him. But it's just it's messed up because she was doing a hike. She was on a hike, and then nobody didn't find. Then nobody didn't find her. Until like 24 hours later. They said that the stabbing probably happened like 24 hours beforehand. So, wow. Always check your surroundings, please. Look around. Be aware of anything like that, because at least expect that things could happen. So that's what I'm saying. Always pay attention to your surroundings and everything. I tell everybody that, whether you are out and about, or even if you're in a different city visiting, please just stay, be aware of your surroundings. And to add on to a little bit of that, yesterday was a graduation party, and somehow one teenager died. Harris County, Texas. Basically saying a 16-year-old died on that one. They don't know if there was any of the injuries or anything on that one, but still, it's it's too much stuff that's going on, and everybody needs to be aware of their surroundings and stay safe, ultimately. I mean, it's a good time, a good party time, a nice holiday, and everything, but we don't want it to go to shit because of one person. So always be aware of your surroundings and all that, so yeah. That's the end of that. I will keep you posted on more stuff on this podcast. I got more stuff that's coming up. I'm pretty sure it is, because I'm going to be covering just about everything NBA, tech, and all the other stuff. So, yeah. Well, without further ado, I'm out this thing. Glad for you to be here on this live feed. If possible, you need anything, comment in the comment section. Give your thoughts. Share your links or anything at the in the comment section about anything you want me to react to, which I will have some videos coming out later on this week. Most likely tomorrow. I'll have some out tomorrow. So I gotta play catch up. But yeah, other than that, everybody stay safe. Ultimately stay safe. I'm out this thing. And I will see you tomorrow with another podcast. I'm gonna run this up to a whole month and see how this is gonna go. And yeah, everybody stay safe and take care of each other.